So for us to give the title the best browser for all streaming users, there's three things the browser needs to do. Firstly, we have to be able to download APKs with the browser. Now this may seem an obvious thing, but as you can see here with the Silk browser, if I'm just on my website, if I try to download something, I click on the green download button, we get the message that downloading is not supported. So even though the Silk browser is a good browser, you can't use it for downloading any applications. The second thing the browser needs to do is to be able to work without any kind of mouse toggle. Now, Chrome is a great browser, but unfortunately, if you do sideload that onto your Firestick or Nvidia Shield, you have to use some kind of virtual mouse. So again, the best browser should not need any kind of virtual mouse. And lastly, the browser needs to be able to play full screen HD video. So if you do want to browse certain websites giving you access to live content or streaming content, you should be able to play the videos in full screen without any issues whatsoever. So in this video today, let me show you a browser that does all of those three things. It works great on the Fire Stick, on the Nvidia Shield. It doesn't need any mouse toggle, and it's absolutely free to use. So please do take a moment to hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So with all of that being said, let's get started. If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tutorials, the latest Fire Stick, Android and Android TV tips and tricks, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's a small click from you, but it makes a big difference to me. Thank you. And straight away we can see in the new browser, I am able to play back HD video, and this is something from Pluto TV. Okay, let's back out of that. Okay, so to get this browser on your device, just head over to My Fire TV, inside settings, click on developer options, and just make sure you've got both these options set to on. Once you've done that, let's now press the home key, and let's open up Downloader, and we're going to make a quick connection to my website, which is just tdoctoruk.com, or you can type in the short code 53402. Let's type that in and click on go, or just press the play button on your remote. Now when you get to my website, if you head over to the hamburger menu, which is one of the three lines, click on that and then click on tutorials, and the latest tutorial in the list will be how we can get the TV Bro browser on your Fire Stick or really any device. So let's open that up. Now the key benefits of this browser is firstly it supports tab browsing. So as I will demonstrate in just a second, you can have one tab open for your favorite download site. You can have another tab open where you're watching some live TV, and you can have another tab open where you're browsing some social media. The browser also supports voice search. You don't need to use any kind of mouse toggle, and as you saw, you can play full screen HD video without any kind of stuttering or buffering or any issues like that. So here we can see the browser here. Some of the features, so again, yep, supports voice search, supports bookmarks, obviously. Of course, you can download with the browser, so that limitation that we have on Firefox or on the Silk browser, you won't have it with this. It has a built-in download manager, and of course you can create shortcuts and go through your browser history. Now let's just scroll down, and just underneath all of that, we'll have a single link to the latest version of TV Bro. So let's click on that, and if any of you guys are still here with me, then if you drop a like on this video and leave the comment #bro, then I know you made it this far in the video, which I always appreciate. I'll then heart your comment. Okay, let's scroll down, and we want to click on the green download button. Give that a second, and that'll download the application directly onto your device, and it's only a few meg in size. Once you've done that, let's now press the home key, and let's now open up the browser for the first time. Now here we can see that's opened up the last page that I was on, which was my website. Now the way we do the navigation with the browser, so all of the normal movement is done with the standard D-pad. So I can press up and down and scroll down. Now if you want to bring up the menu, you press the back button on the remote. Let's click on that. Now for example, here we can see I can add this page as a favorite. I can type in the URL. I can press down on the remote. This shows me the current tab. If I now press left, we can see that I have the option to create a new tab, so I can click on that now. Now we can see some of the other websites that I previously visited. Now let's say for example I want to go to a new site, and let's press back on the remote. I can now go to the top, and I can now use my voice and say Google. Types that in, click on next, and this will now do a Google search for that term. So very easy to navigate and search for content. I can press back on the remote. Let's say, for example, I'm looking for APK mirror. So I can type in APK. If you don't want to use your voice, click on next. I can now click on this site here, just to show you that we can also fully download any application from any website. Click on download. And the application file is now being downloaded directly through TV Bro onto my device. And we can see it's going to be stored in the download folder. So downloads works, no problem. Downloading applications, no problem. If I just go over to settings for a second. Here, for example, you can choose your default search engine. So you have Google, Bing, Yahoo. If you really care about your privacy, you can use DuckDuckGo, for example, or you can do a custom search engine. We also have built-in ad blocking. So if you want to block those adverts or those trackers, that is actually enabled by default. We can leave that on. If I go over to shortcuts, we can see that when you press the back button on your remote, that toggles the main menu, but you can also bind that to other buttons. So if you have another device, maybe an Android TV device with more buttons on your remote, you can bind those buttons to the standard features of the TV Bro browser. Okay, let's back out of that. So here we can see we're still inside the APK mirror tab. If I press right on the remote, we can see I'm back to my website. And just that fluidity, we can see it really is a very fast browser. Now if I go over to Pluto TV, click on that, and this was actually the full screen video that I was watching before. I think it was some haunted house program, but just to show you once again that if you do want to use your browser to watch streaming content, you're not going to get any kind of stuttering or buffering. This application will be able to play back HD video in the browser with no issues whatsoever, and that's working absolutely fine. Okay, let's back out of that. If you want to add any page as your favorites, click on the star icon. You can give it a name, click on add, and that's now added into your favorites. So the next time you press the back button on the remote, you can click on this and this shows you your favorites. So let's also add this page. So click on the star, click on add, there's APK mirror, and click on done. So now we have two pages in the favorites, APK mirror and also my website. And anytime you want to access them, just press back on the remote, click on the star at the top, and you can now choose your bookmarks. So very, very easy to create and quick way for you to get back to your favorite websites or favorite pages. And that's working great. So overall guys, a very, very easy browser to use. Doesn't need any mouse toggle, works great on the Firestick and all of your Android TV devices, fully supports downloading, and it really is a joy to use. So that's all for this video guys, many thanks for watching. Do leave me a comment below, let me know what your current browser on your Firestick or your Android TV is. Do let me know what you think about this browser, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.